Right. Hey guys, sorry for that awkward intro, but welcome to my first video on Pops. So, I don't have many, and I have a Mercy, but the box isn't there, so, you know, I could get a new one. I don't know if I should, but yeah. Actually, let's take that one out first. Speaking of this, you've already seen the title, so, how am I going to do this? I'll just take it out like that. The box is a little bit damaged, so I have to put it together with a bit of tape, but this is the sort of general design of the Mercy. It's got like, I think it's pretty good. I mean, a lot of the bits, like the wings, and they're quite delicate, if you know what I mean, so if you're going to keep it in the box, I'd get it, but I don't think it's one to get if you're going to take it out of the box a lot. So I'll just put that one back in. And that's sort of the general point of these. You're not really supposed to take them out of the box. They're just sort of there to sort of sit. And yeah, so we'll put Mercy off to the side. And we'll move on to the next one. So I'm going to do, let's do Reaper. So, I like the general character design of Reaper from Overwatch. I think he's pretty cool. Also, you'll notice if you do open them a lot, you get this little crease in the top here. That's no big deal. That does happen a lot, so if that happens, that's no big deal. It happens to... I think that might have been on all of mine, actually, so let's just pull Reaper out, and there we go. So, as you can tell, he's quite basic of a design. He's not got many sort of delicate bits. The guns are quite secure, really. So he's one you can more take out the box and use a lot more, but I still don't think that's the point of them, really. But really nice design. I sort of think he looks a bit like a cat with this mouth. Looks pretty cute. And he looks a little bit too innocent for Reaper, but I think I can see why a lot of people would like that. So let's put it back in the box and push it back in. Alright, so Reaper's back in the box now. I was going to say, you get like the back, so you've got like Tracer and Widowmaker and Pharah and Soldier and all that lot, but off to the side for you. And we can move on to Omega from Fortnite now. I can say I didn't even know I was getting this because I got it for Christmas, but all I said was just to get some pops. And I only got one, but whatever. Personally, I don't really like the Omega skin from the game, but this is a really cool pop. Mostly because it is quite a new one. They only really started releasing this very recently. And it's just so much more detailed than the others, and it's got different textures to it. It's quite shiny. More 3D effects, like with the visor. More detail on the body. I think it's just quite cool. I quite like how they can turn what I'd say is a pretty bad skin in a game into a really cool looking pop. It's just... it doesn't really stand too well, but then again, I'm doing this on like a carpet, so it's not gonna be very good. But whatever, we can put that back in the box. I'm having such a hard time getting these back in the boxes, right? So that's Omega, and you've got all these Fortnite ones, obviously this side, but I wasn't meant to show you that. This is the back. You've got like Black Knight, Cuddle Team Leader, Gingerbread, Elf, Rex, all that lot. And now we can move on to the others. So we only have 3 left. We have really my favourite 3. We've got Foxy the Pirate from Five Nights at Freddy's, Torbjorn from Overwatch, and the Skull Trooper from Fortnite. So we're actually going to do the Skull Trooper first. Let's just get this guy out of the box. Fortnite's not done many with their pickaxe. I think Skull Trooper is one of the only ones that has that. And I feel like it's a bit too big. I'm not sure why. It just seems a bit off scale. I mean, I know that's probably how big it would be in the game, but if you consider that's almost as big as him, I'm not sure, it just doesn't seem right. I mean, it is really nice. It also is very, very delicate, so if you bend it a little bit, it will bend. So this is, again, one that isn't to be sort of taken out the box, but there we go. So I like the sort of detail in the shine in the eyes and all this paint. It is really sort of well designed, all this sort of design on the back. I'm not saying this is a bad pop. I'm just saying if it's one you do want to take out the box a lot, then I wouldn't buy this, because it's likely going to break. But there we go, that's the Skull Trooper. This one actually went straight in the box. So there we go, that's the side. I do feel like the sides they're getting a lot better at. Because with the Overwatch ones, they didn't really have colour to them. As you can see, it's just sort of plain white. I mean, there's a bit of shading to it, but if you look at the Fortnite ones, they've got colours, and with the Omega it's got yellow. I'm not sure why it's yellow, but you know, just adding that colour makes it look so much better, I feel like. So let's just put these over here, and now we can focus on the two best ones, which would be Foxy the Pirate and Torbjorn the Engineer. And we're going to go for Torbjorn first. I do feel like this is one of the better pops they've made out of all of the ones I've seen. Because not only is it just so well made that it looks pretty much like him, but he also comes with his turret. And it's pretty cool how you can just have the little turret shoot around. And the thing about this that most other pops don't have is this is good for taking out the box and just playing with for little kids, because you can see the beard sort of helps the body not move as much. It's generally quite big of a design, if you know what I mean, so it's really sort of safe from being broken. I'm not going to say it can't be broken, because things like the hammer and the mask can still break, but it's a lot safer to use as a toy than the others. And the turret is basically no threat. It's basically just don't lose it. And I think the one problem that this has is we'll just wait for that. I think the one problem that this pop really faces is getting it back in the box. And I said the other ones were a problem, but this one is a very big problem, especially getting it in with the turret. And I felt like the best strat was to just put them in line with like that, and grab it sort of with your whole hand and push it in. But I feel like if you don't do that, you're not going to get him in with his turret in line. And on the back it's got all the Series 3, so Genji and Hanzo, Ana, Torbjorn, as we've already got him, Doomfist and Orisa. I probably won't get any of the 6-inch, just because they don't really fit in. I might get some 6-inch if I get a lot of them, so say like 9 or 6, but if I'm getting 1 or 2, then I'm just not going to bother, so Torbjorn can go off to the side. And that leaves me with Foxy the Pirate. I honestly don't know how they could have done better with this pop. I feel like the one thing is it needs to stand, but other than that, this is an awesome pop. You could always rest it against something. So look at that, that is just an awesome design. I love the shading, and the feet are awesome. The whole design of this ripped sort of fur, the whiskers and everything, it just all comes together to make it awesome. Shine in the eye, and the head can spin. You know, Torbjorn's can't really that much, but Foxy's can just spin a lot. And the design in the jaw and everything, it's just so nice, you know? Especially since the colours, they're quite sort of monotone, I guess. How do I put this guy in the box? Wait, no, he doesn't come in like that. Do I have to put the head straight? There we go. Okay. Let's just put him back in the box. He's got no issues with the box. He's perfectly fine. I just do that every time, because ones like Torbjorn do need to do that. So I just got used to it. And there we go. That is all of them. All of my pops. So if you guys want to see more of this, because obviously these things do cost a lot of money, like and subscribe, because that makes me feel good about the money I'm putting in, so, you know, that's a good thing. I'm covering up Torbjorn a little bit with Mercy. I'll just put him here. Why? Who cares? So, right, Mercy's just going in the front. Okay, right. So, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.